Hi, everybody. This is Kamala Murphy of Love Being You. Hope you're doing well today. This is a beautiful Friday morning in Northern California. Today, I wanted to share with you another bit of Rumi poetry, which for those of you who have watched any of these Facebook Lives, you know I am a big fan. He was a mystic who his poetry really can open our hearts. So I hope you enjoy this piece, and I'll read it and then share a little bit about it from my perspective, and just invite you to, as I'm reading it, feel your heart, feel how it opens or how it feels moved. This particular piece is called Disciplines, and there's something about it that's, for me, it means that life is not always going to be easy, but there's a purpose to even our pain. So here we go. It's called Disciplines. Do not expect to always be happy on this way. You have been caught by a lion, my dear. The friend dumps plaster on your head. Think of it as expensive perfume. Inside you, there is a monster that must be tied up and whipped. Watch the man beating a rug. He is not mad at it. He wants to loosen the layers of dirt. Ego accumulations are not loosened with one swat. Continual work is necessary. It's a discipline. In dreams and even awake, you will hear the beloved screaming at you. A carpenter saws and chisels a piece of wood because he knows how he wants to use it. In curing a hide, the tanner rubs in acid and all manner of filth. This makes a beautiful, soft leather. What does the half-finished hide know? Every hard thing that happens works on you like that. Hurry, Shams. Come back like the sun comes back, every day with a new and powerful secret. So I invite you to take a deep breath and just breathe in the realization that we do go through hard times, that life is not easy, and that sometimes these painful situations that we're in are meant to soften us. I love the part about the curing the hide. The tanner rubs in acid and all manners of filth. I don't know exactly what that means, but I imagine that the tanners of old had to really work in dirt and work in maybe manure, who knows. But the reason for that was to soften the hide so that it could be made into a soft, usable material. And so that's how I feel God uses us. Sometimes we go through horrible things, painful things, but these things are meant to soften us up, help us to turn to the divine, and asking for help, asking for what we need. So again, just taking a deep breath, noticing maybe some of the things that are going on in your life that are challenging, and maybe seeing that they're meant to soften you, or maybe it's to toughen you in some cases, but that the tough things are being used for a different purpose. The other piece that I like is that the carpenter saws and chisels a piece of wood because he knows how he wants to use it. And we don't know what the divine has for us. We've been created for a purpose, in my opinion. And how are we meant to be used? We don't know necessarily because we don't see the big picture. So we have to breathe and trust that the divine has that grander plan, that we're being used for a mighty purpose, and not necessarily something that we expect or what we anticipate or what we are sure we're supposed to have. It's not like that. So God has a plan for you, for me, for all of us, and we just have to, like I say, breathe, relax into it, trust that something good is going to be coming out of the heartache. Oh, that's it. Sometimes we're just going through such heartache, and we need to trust, let go, breathe, relax, and know that our hide is being softened so that we can be made into something beautiful and really usable. So, again, I'll read the poem. Do not expect to always be happy on this way, meaning life. You have been caught by a lion, my dear. The friend, God, made them dump plaster on your head. Think of it as expensive perfume. Inside you, there is a monster that must be tied up and whipped. Okay, so that's a little rough, but there's a part of us that has our own way of wanting to do things. So we want to let the divine discipline us, show us the way. Watch the man beating a rug. He is not mad at it. He wants to loosen the layers of dirt. Ego accumulations are not loosened with one swat. We don't get off of things easily necessarily. Sometimes there's continual work. It's necessary. It's a discipline. In dreams and even awake, you will hear the beloved, God, screaming at you, really trying to get your attention. A carpenter saws and chisels a piece of wood because he knows how he wants to use it. Curing a hide, the tanner rubs in acid and all manner of filth. This makes a beautiful, soft leather. What does the half-finished hide know? Every hard thing that happens works on you like that. So we don't know in midstream what the divine has. So if we can relax and trust, things will go a little bit easier. Maybe not easily, but easier. In the last paragraph, hurry Shams, who's his teacher, Rumi's teacher, come back like the sun comes back every day with new and powerful secrets. I invite you to take a deep breath. Feel the possibility of what the divine is doing in your life, even if it's hard right now, even if it's challenging, even if you want to scream, no, this is not what I want. Let yourself be that hide, that leather that's being softened and molded into something beautiful, precious, and oh, so usable. So I want to thank you for joining me for this brief reading of the poetry and a brief discussion of it. If you are one of those people who's having a hard time and want to feel more supported, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're going through, what you have to say, what you'd like to share. And also, if you have comments or questions or suggestions, I'd love to hear from you with those too. So please send me a message. And again, thank you so much for joining today. And I'll sign off for now, but we'll be doing this again next week. I hope you'll join me then. Until then, love and blessings. And again, thank you so much for joining in. Take care, loves. Bye-bye.